Hi, I'm Dr. Malay Mehta. I'm a cosmetic dermatologist and a hair transplant surgeon. I'm practicing in Mumbai for more than 5 years. Today we will be speaking about superficial fungal infection. We also like to call it a tinea infection. So in 2015, the WHO has presented the data wherein they were saying that 20 to 25% of the world population is affected with fungal infection. So that's a huge number. Again, one of the studies from India that I was going through, they have shown that around 60% of the patients with fungal infection has the history of past fungal infection. So that means there is a lot of cases who comes to us in clinic may present with the recurrence of the infection. First of all, I like to draw an attention towards the environmental factor. Climate and humid climate plays in the hand of fungus to propagate the fungus in a way that it is very difficult to control. Secondly, we also see factor. Somebody who is affected with the diabetes, the cell-mediated immunity will be little compromised. So those patients show the symptoms more often, and they will get infected with fungal infection quite often than the normal population. Suppose if we consider the data of India as far as the diabetes is 2019 data, they are saying somewhere around 7 crore of Indians are suffering from the diabetes. So you can imagine how many patients are prone to develop such infection. Again, not only the diabetes play an important part as far as the fungal infection is concerned. Even the patients with obesity, patients with low immunity like HIV, patients on immunosuppressive medicines, they are very prone to develop such infection very easily. Not only the normal fungal infection we do see it, but nowadays the fungal infection are presenting with a different clinical manifestation. So what is the common clinical manifestation and what is the different clinical manifestation? Common clinical manifestation may present with red ring with bit of scaling and the center clearing of the lesions. When patient comes with an varied clinical manifestation, it may present with eczematous rash, it may present with a psoriasiform rash, it may present with pustular rash, tinea imbricata, pseudoimbricata, the Majuchi's granuloma, extensive involvement of the fungal infection in various body parts. So these are the clinical manifestations, reasons that a patient may present with different clinical manifestation. So one of the most important reason we are seeing difficult to treat fungal infection is the rampant usage of the topical steroidal cream. Another important factor is, I would say, is the non-adherence to the treatment. Patients are not taking the medicines 4 weeks, 6 weeks, so they are not taking the medicines for the longer duration of the time. Second is again the host factor. The immunity of the person is bit compromised. Patients living in a hot and humid climatic condition may prone to aggravate the condition more often. Patients are not trimming their nails very often, so they dislodge fungus from one part of the body to other part of the body. Patients are not taking shower regularly. So these are the things that may contribute to the recurrence of the fungal infection. What are the measures a patient should be taking in order to control the infections? I would like to tell all the patients to wash their clothes on a regular basis, take shower at least one time a day with soap and water. Third thing I would like to say, that trim your nails. Don't share the clothes if somebody is infected in house. Don't try to share the clothes, because this can easily be transmitted from skin to skin contact and even object like cloth and towel and napkin. So try to keep all things separate who is infected with fungal infection. Again, one important thing, if a person is taking the oral medicines or the topical cream application he or she is applying, I would tell them to stick to the clinical treatment for the duration of 4 to 6 weeks. Even after clearance of the lesions, we tell patients to stick to the medicine for more than 2 weeks in order to prevent the relapse and in order to have a complete cure. Again, my name is Dr. Malay Mehta. If you have any of the query, you can reach out to me on my email. My email ID is drmalaymehta@gmail.com. Thank you.